stretch is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Quick throw completed by Watson. And he'll be out right at the 35. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air yet again, Watson. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going?
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
A shotgun snap for Watson. It's out. It's loose. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson off play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Brady.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off down at the 2. And he is all the way up past the 25.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 30 on 2nd down. Watson, middle of the field, it's Robinson. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 10. They run with Logan. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. It's caught right side by Daniels. Not much there, only a yard. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 9. Back to throw, Watson. Man open is Robinson. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Houston.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
To try again after the sack, Watson. Flush to his right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age. Yeah.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Watch 14. Check,
Shotgun now for Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9.
second and a yard at the Texans' 33-yard line.
Here's second and a yard. Brady going to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Brady now on first down. For Marshall, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. Check.
Hold 50. Hey, hold 60, check.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. They juked him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
It's a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Brady. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force them into a field goal attempt.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Faking the give. Now Watson. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Watson on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Watson. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our scores. We are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Like 28. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, check it.
Play action, now it's Brady. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, Brady. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Marshall. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. Flushed out right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. He dumps it off to Barkley. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Saquon Barkley, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Brady will look to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. He finds his man complete. That's Logan. Touchdown, Houston. T.J. Logan, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Brady. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And Marshall's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Texans 21, Buccaneers 9.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one, 33 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Working with a 2nd and 3. On play action, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a play fake. Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To throw is Brady. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Brady. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Buying time to his left. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Go get him, go get him, go get him.
They run again with Logan. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Kill. Check 3.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. Shedding the tackle. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Texans.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Watson's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line.
First down.
Watson off play action. Throw left side complete. That's Logan. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Logan. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. This is Logan, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So Houston